Hello and welcome to this brief instructional video about how to change the side entry valve on your toilet. What we're going to do here today is put this Flush King side entry valve into the toilet, which has got a few advantages over your old type valves, especially if it's an arm and ball type valve. They've got a long tube on them that goes down to the bottom, which means they've got a quiet operation. They've also got a fully fixed float on here, not like the old upturned cup float, because they can sometimes come off. They can often go brittle, break and leak and just start going wrong. Let's have a quick look at how we do it. It's a really simple thing to do, and I hope you enjoy the video. Right, I've flushed this loo already, so it's nice and empty, and I've also turned off the water supply. Now, this is a concealed cistern, but the difference between a concealed cistern and an open cistern when it comes to changing a side entry ball valve, they're exactly the same procedure, okay? So our side entry ball valve is just down here. We've also got our flush unit here and our flush handle just here, but none of that matters right now. We can see that we've got an old type upturned cup version. So all we need to do, now we've turned the water off, is slacken this nut off here and then slacken this nut off on here. Sometimes, as you can see, you need a pair of grips to actually hold the valve in place as well. Now we've undone our water supply, what we need to do is get this white nut here, expand our adjustables off as well. So there we go, there's our old type. As you can see, it's got the upturned cup on it, it's got a slight amount of adjustment on here, and it's got an old bag. So you'd often find the bag would perish and get really nasty and just fall off, so we're just going to chuck that away. The good thing about the Flush King valve is that the downpipe is completely fixed. We also know exactly what heights we can set our float at, and it's a lot more adjustable. You've got a lot longer thread on here, so it's really easy to get exactly the right height of water that you want, which means obviously it's more versatile and you can save more money on your water bills. So as we were saying, we've got a fixed float on here that moves up and down over the fill pipe, and it's just a much better unit. It's a much better design. As you can see, if you look on the end, we've got a nice high pressure insert here. That's for a much smoother flow of water when high pressure water comes through here off your mains. Also, Flush King supply two different types of washer. I prefer the cone type, but we can use this one here. That'll all work perfectly fine. Right, so the first thing we need to do when we're installing one of these is whip off the nut, and then we've got a nice rubber washer on here already. All we need to do now is pop this inside our cistern, use our nut to tighten up nicely on our rubber washer, and then remake the water connection using an adjustable spanner. Once you've redone your water connection here, turn the water back on, allow the cistern to fill up and pressurise, and then test for leaks. We're lovely and dry around here. Now a closer look at the top of the unit will show that we've got a small screw here. If we turn that clockwise, that will bring the float up and the height of the water level up. If we turn it anti-clockwise, it will take the float level down and thus bring the water level down as well. So with a couple of flushes, we can then see exactly where we want our water level to be. Also, it's a good idea at this time to make sure that the float is unimpeded. And you see there from a fill how quickly that fills up from a flush and how quickly that also shuts off. So there we go, that's all done. All that's left to do now is pop our lid back on and be safe in the knowledge that we're saving more water because we've got a much more closely adjustable fill valve on the side, and also it's a lot quieter and quicker to fill and shut off as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you a better idea on how to install a side entry fill valve. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.